Hey guys, today we're going to make a beautiful corn. It's a corn sculpture using cardboard and foam board. The first thing you're going to do is go to our blog and print out all of the parts and assemble them once you've printed them out. Here, look how nice it looks. It's more or less 1 meter and 2 centimeters by 57 centimeters. So it's going to turn out this size here, approximately this size, after you have assembled it. Once assembled, you're going to get a sheet of cardboard and trace it out onto your cardboard sheet using a pencil or a pen. Once you've traced it out, you're going to cut it out, and it's going to look something like this, almost a perfect cardboard structure. Once you've cut this out, you're going to need to add on the outside section, and for this I'm going to use foam board. And so I cut out strips 10 centimeters in height. Once the strips have been cut out, it's time to glue them onto the sculpture around the corn sculpture. And for this we're going to use a glue gun. I also marked out the inner parts of the sculpture. Now I'm going to glue on the edges using a glue gun, and so you just need to go around and glue them on around the whole sculpture. Do one side and then the same on the other side. To curve the sculpture, I make half cuts on just one side of the strip, not on the inner side. And this means that the strip is more curved, and so I'm able to make the oval curve that's on the board. You're going to cut out strips that are more or less 14 or 15 centimeters high, and after make these cuts that I'm making here, parallel along the board every 1 centimeter when the curve is very severe. And when the curve is wider, you can make your cut every 2 centimeters. I did this bottom section that has a slight curve. I make sure it's okay. If not, you can make some more cuts on the strips so that it's more malleable. Here, I'm making cuts every 3 centimeters. When I want it to bend one way, I make the cuts on one side, and when I want it to bend the other way, I make cuts on the other side. Here, it turned out malleable. I did the cuts on one side, now I need to make cuts on the inside for it to curve inward. This section is also curved. So you're going to do this the same way, and you can see that it's going to turn out really nicely here. This board is a 5mm thick board. The inner board is just normal cardboard. I bought this board in the store Kalunga, but you can find this in other places as well. It just has to be cardboard. I'm going to leave some music playing here whilst you watch this process, every step by step that I'm doing on this sculpture. There are some details that are really worth paying attention to. If you haven't liked this video yet, go ahead and give it a like and follow us for more tips. Let's go! sculpture upside down, and I'm gonna get a piece of foam board 10 centimeters by 60, and I'm gonna cut it out just like this. I'm gonna glue it to the back of our sculpture so that it can stand upright, even without balloons. And so this is how it's gonna look all stuck together. But before this, we're gonna paint the sculpture, and to paint it, I used PVA paint, and you're gonna use green and yellow PVA paint, which is the color of corn, right? I did all of my painting using a roller to help me, and this is just to do the inside section because I still need to put my balloons. For the balloons, I bought 9-inch balloons and blew them up quite large, and then I pushed them down and made a knot in the middle so that it looks like this, a little flattened, and I think it looks a little more like corn. I did this for all of the corn section, or the yellow section. For the green section, I just blew them up and glued them on normally. So you can blow them up to the size that you want and glue them in. I used a glue gun, but mine is the type that has a low temperature setting, so there is no danger of my balloons bursting. And now to the face, the eyes and the mouth. I just glued on the ready-made parts, and you have the option to make it look like this, or you can add on a straw hat to give it that extra something. I added a hat to mine and it looked really cute. Take a look at the photos. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm gonna stick around here. Lots of love to you all and see you next time. Bye!